We are here to the Senate to demand that they do their job. We have two resolutions that we are encouraging them to adopt and pass and co-sponsor. Senate Resolution 68 that warns against the U.S. involvement, against U.S. deploying forces to Gaza, that considers the forced displacement of Palestinians as illegal. The United States should not be involved in it. And it also emphasizes the right of the Palestinian people, like all people in the world, to self-determination. So we are urging senators to co-sign on this resolution. The other resolution is the resolution to restore UNRWA funding. We know that there is a vote on this coming up in the Senate, and we are urging all senators to work to restore the funding for UNRWA, because UNRWA provides 70% of primary health care in Gaza. We're also trying to pass a new resolution that demands the absolute protection of healthcare workers, healthcare institutions anywhere in the world, including Gaza and Palestine. We think that healthcare institutions are sacred places. They should never be a target under any excuse. No healthcare worker should fear for their life while they are providing care to rescue the injured and to treat the wounded. And we are trying to find a senator who will sponsor this resolution and pass it and make it the new law of the land here in the States and all over the world.
What has changed since last month is there has been implementation of a ceasefire, but we are still seeing bombings happening, and we're still seeing many people die, not from active bombings, but from diseases and preventable deaths from lack of basic access to things like medicines, things like clean water, things of those nature. So we still have an immense amount of work to do from a healthcare perspective.
There are a lot of things that have changed since last month, but the fight for a free Palestine and the fight against the genocide in Gaza hasn't stopped. It has not changed, unfortunately, and we need to continue to fight, and the power is upstairs in these offices, and that's why we're here today.
I am here because I know what it's like to see a child shot. I know what it's like to see a child cut, amputated, bleeding, but I also know what it's like to have anesthesia and what it's like to have medical supplies, and I cannot imagine doing the type of work I do without all that supports. And so I can't imagine my colleagues in Gaza practicing under the circumstances that they're doing it. And I believe that every child, every woman, every man deserves access to food and medicine and water and the basics of healthcare. And so that's why I'm standing here today, to stand with the people in Gaza and all around the world who are facing genocides.
I'm here today to get the government to stop funding Israel. And I'm sure they do fund UNRWA. UNRWA must be funded. It's a lifeblood. It runs the whole education system. Palestinians are very well educated. Most of them often have PhDs and doctorates, but we've got to keep UNRWA going. Just get food to the kids. Kids are dying because of lack of food. So we need to stop funding any arms to Israel and must keep funding UNRWA.